Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about my car wash business and businesses that requires low level skills, excuse me to say. Some of the challenges that you face here and how I have come to appreciate money more by operating a car wash. So let's dive into it. Now, I live in Ghana where I operate a lot of businesses, one of which is a car wash. Now, I've made a video sharing how you make money every single day by operating a car wash. Some of the businesses that you can make money every single day, no matter what, is a car wash. But it doesn't come without challenges. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how, one, I've come to appreciate money more by operating a car wash. I have a car wash in Ghana. It is my cash cow. It prints money every single day. It might not be a lot of money, but your 500 cedis, 600 cedis, 700 cedis, 1,000 cedis every day, you will get it. Bad days, you will get your 350, 400, right? And that's because my car wash is pretty small. And because of this mini mall that I'm about to build, I didn't invest too much into making the car wash look as good as I could, right? If I do that, I should be making way more money because that's what we have in the neighborhood. People are making more money than I am on the road because I'm on the main Temakosumbo road, which is quite busy. But because I know my overall plan was just to build this mini mall, I didn't really put a lot of money into the car wash to make everywhere basically concrete and nice. Some of the places I had to put gravels because I'm about to start construction. I didn't want to make work more difficult and at the same time put money on the ground for the sake of doing that. Because if it wasn't for the Temakosumbo road, which is being doubled, and I didn't know where it's going to pass in front of my land, I would have started this mini mall already. But they just passed in front of my land, so I have to prepare on starting and see where they are passing. I'm good to go. But let's get back to the car wash. Now, car wash is a business in Ghana that will produce money every day. I've been operating my car wash for 1 year now, and it's only 2 days that I didn't make money because we have power issues. And some people have generators. So if you have a generator, you will still wash cars every single day, no matter what, right? I say I make money every single day, but I did not account for a generator or solar system. So if you operate a car wash and you want to make money every single day, you want to make sure you have a generator or you have your solar system. Again, the reason why I have not done this is because the car wash is temporary for me because I'm about to start putting up this mini mall. I have come to respect money because you guys gotta remember, I am a stocks trader, right? That is my background. I've played with money, big money, doing $20,000 here, $30,000 here just to make a trade. And you get to a point where you don't really appreciate $5, $10, right? I did lose a lot of money, actually all of it. I came to appreciate money more. But a car wash, right? You don't make a lot of money from washing one car. You might make like $2. So the numbers I'm giving you, that's washing like 40, 45, 50 cars. Washing a big tipper truck, you're making like $8, $7. You come to appreciate money because I'm looking at this on the camera, my phone camera. I'm looking at live people washing cars. And then I come to appreciate money more because I'm like, I see the work that we put in just to get $2. I see the work that we put in just to get $4. So when you're spending money, you start to really correlate, right? What had to be done to get this $2. So made me appreciate money more. That's one of the lessons that my car wash taught me. But we really work hard for the money out here on the car wash grounds. Now, I've had some issues with my workers on the car wash. The first crew that I operated with, I had to fire all of them because these guys were just causing a lot of issues for the manager. My manager is really strong and really cares about the work, and that's what has saved me. But the people washing the cars, the first crew, I had to fire all of them, absolutely all of them. I went down to zero and start over again. Why? Because these guys will be sleeping when people are coming to wash cars on a Saturday and Sundays are my busy days. These guys, when they get money today, right? So the car wash business, we pay 30% to these guys every day, right? If you wash a car, your cut is 30%, right? And then 70% comes to the owner. You use some for electricity, water, and then investing on this land and providing a place for you to work. We take 70%, they get 30% on top of their tips. Now the car washers, where they make most of their money is not actually how much they get from me. The 30% is the tips, right? You might wash a car where you get $2 and they get 30% of that. But the person that came to wash the car can tip them $1, $2, $3, $5, even $10. Some people have a lot of money or they are very giving. So these guys walk out with money and they will go and blow it. I've noticed that way. Most of these blue collar jobs here in Ghana that get paid daily, the guys get money and they go and spend it. They have a saying that says that today we've gotten it, we're going to go spend it, tomorrow we come again, right? But the issue to my guys is the car wash operates from morning to night time. So by the time they close, it's around 7, 8, and they go out to blow their money, they go hard, right? Drinking a lot. And whatever they do out there, I don't know. But in the morning, these guys are not waking up. That's how I had to fire the first crew. In the morning, they're not waking up. You have people standing at the car wash trying to wash their cars, and these guys are not waking up. And the manager is trying to get them up, and they are very disrespectful towards the manager and making life difficult. And this went on for a long time. And one time, I just got fed up with it. And I said, I'm firing everybody. And that's exactly what I did. I fired all of them. The reason why I fired all of them, actually, I left one of them, but he said he wanted to leave because they all came from the same village, right? These people were, it's another situation. So when I bought a car wash from the previous owner, it was 2 guys over there that were from this village. I'm not going to mention the name of the village. But basically, these guys have been with the guy for quite a long time. And I decided to take these guys on. You guys remember I was in court for 2 years. So all this while these guys were loyal. They operated at another car wash, but they slept on the land. Although there was an injunction on it, they slept on the land. Because I didn't tell them to sleep there. But they slept there because they were familiar with it. And as long as I did not, tell them to sleep there, I wasn't breaking any rules. I told them I am not giving them the permission to stay there because there's an injunction on that, but they stayed there for the next 2 years while I was in court. Now, when I came out of court, these guys were there for me. These 2 guys. And I decided to keep them. Despite their stupidity, right? Because they get money to go blow. They've been washing cars for a very long time. They don't save anything. And one of the guys is quite respectful, but when he gets drunk, he becomes disrespectful and becomes a whole different person. You can't help these guys. Then I fired all of them, right? Because these people, they brought people from their own village, right? And then I got other people as well. But what was happening was this crew from this village were giving other people a hard time so they can leave. So I realized new people come in within a month or less, they leave. It because these guys were giving them a hard time, really giving them a hard time, and they just leave, right? Like fighting over cars, like just making their life miserable. So they will leave. And when I realized that, I said, nah, I'm not going to go anywhere. These guys make money today, they go and blow it. And then tomorrow they come, they're not working. They're not working the next day, they're not consistent. They're just doing whatever they want. Like, this is my business. As a form of loyalty to these 2 guys, I said, all the people from your village got to go because, I had this one Nigerian guy who was really hardworking and he wanted to leave because these guys were giving him a hard time. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to have that. I let that guy stay and I fired all of them. So I actually didn't fire all of them. I fired all of them except the Nigerian. And the 2 guys that brought in these people from their village, I said, I heard that when they become a cabal, that's when they act stupid. So I said, I'm going to keep you 2 guys because I had some sort of sympathy for them. The next day, I was told that the guy said that since I fired their friends, they're also gone unless I bring them back. And I'm like, goodbye. So they left. And I was left with only one guy, which is a Nigerian guy, that they were trying to give a hard time for him to leave. Fast forward, I got new people. And the new people that came, when they come with a lot of energy, but they don't last. And then they will move on. And they all kind of have this underlying attitude of making money, spending it, and just going away, not being consistent. They might not come for 2 days. They might not come for 3 days. It's quite annoying. All this while I've been making money every single day, but that's, there are some challenges. And these challenges are being faced by my manager, who's actually a good guy. So let me take you back. Imagine going through all of this and your manager sucks. Like you have a manager that's in for their own self-interest. You are screwed. So a lot of car washes, you see that is the actual owner who is sitting at the car wash recording stuff, or their wife, daughter, or something, a family member. I got somebody who is really God-fearing and was recommended from outside somewhere. The guy is now from Accra here, so he doesn't play by the same rules trying to dupe you here and there, right? I've been quite fortunate. So I have a manager that's essentially like, because I cannot go and sit at the car wash and record. It's a low-level skill for me. I operate a very successful real estate business where I sell land and build for people through Russian properties. That's the shirt I'm wearing. So if you're looking for land, you're looking for somebody to design and build for you, look no further. My details in the description below. I have land in Afenya and Pram. Reach out to me so that we can talk. Welcome to Afenya. A plot of land in Afenya is 85,000 Ghana cedis. I've been selling land to a lot of people. Most of the houses in the walls that you see on this video are the people that bought land from me. We still have plenty of land available for you. And if you're interested, our link is in this very video and in the description below. Reach out to us so we can talk. Afenya is less than an hour away from Accra, and they are doubling the road, so the distance will be even shorter when it's done. Pram. Now, Pram is well sought after due to its proximity to the beach. People love the beach fronts and the beach vibe in Pram Pram. Now, Pram Pram is not too far away from the main city, which is Accra. Less than an hour drive, you are in Accra, and they are doubling the main Tema Adan Road. When that's done, the distance will be even shorter. We also have land here going for 85,000 Ghana cedis per plot. So I'm not going to leave my real estate business, where it's actually like where you make the real money, to go and, work on my car wash. I make money, but that's not going to feed my family. The car wash is good, reliable business. When things hit the fan, every day I know I'm going to make money. These are my gas money. This is my electricity money. This is my water money. This is my food money. But it's not the money that is going to help us build wealth, unless we have multiple locations. A car wash, you can make anywhere between $800 to $5,000 every month, depending on how big your car wash is. You can pay mine on a smaller scale. So let's say 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 3,005 a month. That's what you make. And I'm completely hands off. So it's not a bad investment on capital. I'm really making everything nice because my place is not as nice. I'll tell you. It started off nice, but it's gravels, there's dirt that's been stuck in it. The place could be nicer. I've seen other places. If I'm to revamp and make the place look nicer, I can easily rake in $2,000, $2,500 a month. Some people won't come to my place because it's not as nice, because I'm about to build this many more. So the challenge of a car wash, and in general, right, I work on construction. It's not a Ghanaian worker that's lazy. It's the low-level skill, right? It's a low-level skill because, I've worked with architects. I've worked with engineers. I've worked with, solar, I've worked with, white-collar job, high skills, people who've been through some sort of training school, kind of have some proper law and order in their lives. And I haven't had any difficulty. My assistant is great. And I work with, I have people that I work with that are great. But when you go to the blue-collar job, that's when you have a lot of these issues. Great carpenter, I got a great plumber. And I got other people that's doing these blue-collar jobs that they take their job seriously, right? And they are very responsible. And another underlying fact is the people that are responsible, right, even though they're in a blue-collar job, are people with family, right? They got kids to feed, right? Doesn't mean that they're not going to stab me in the back when they can, right? Because they got a family. But the underlying fact is the blue-collar job people that I have that are serious, like really on it. I don't have to be on them, right? They are, self-discipline and all that. They all have family and they are older than me, 40s, 50s. So I'm giving this to you as a tip, right? But the white-collar jobs, even the young ones, they got their stuff together. Having a car wash, the people washing the cars, that's a blue-collar job. Most of these guys, smoking weed, drinking too much, just instant gratification kind of people. And it's hand to mouth. And they get the money today and they will spend it today. And I pay them every day. That's the rule of the car wash. At the end of the day, they come for their 30% plus their tips and they're out. And they go and they blow it, right? And they come for the next day. This guy can make so much money, right? Do the math on these guys. They are making money, more money than somebody in the bank. I'm telling you, these guys walk away with 300 CDs, 250 CDs, 400 CDs every single day. I'm telling you, right? Let's say you wash 20 cars for the day, you wash 15 cars for the day, right? Each person is giving you 10 CDs, 20 CDs. That's the tips they get. 5 CDs. Then they go for their 30%. They're walking away with 250, 300, 400 CDs a day. Every single day on the car wash. That's how much these guys are walking away with. When you do the math, right? We're operating 30 days out of the month. Every day we are operating, Monday to Sunday. I actually have a higher earning potential than somebody in the office. Because if you do the math, let's even put it like 300 CDs a day, right? And let's say they work for like 20 days. That's 6,000, CDs. And they work more than that, right? Not a lot of people work in the office that make that amount of money. Not even half of it. So these guys are making money, but they blow it every single day. Part of the challenges actually is being pretty difficult lately. I walked in like last week in the morning around 10 o'clock and car was standing there, nobody to wash it. And my manager actually went to get married somewhere and he didn't come back for a long time. He had his little brother take over. He couldn't control the guys, right? And he was there for a long time. I called him back like, yo, you got to come back or I'm going to fire you. He came the next day and things are starting to take shape. So you need a great manager if you want a car wash, right? That's what I want to get to. These guys, they can't govern themselves. The guys that's like washing the cars, they're unreliable. They need somebody like a parent to be on their toes. And my manager is that guy. Although he's young, the guy is pretty strong. And I'm in this with this guy for a long time. Like, we're going to do great things together. That's the kind of people I roll with. The guy is pretty strong. He put these guys on their toes. That's what you need. That's when you go to car washes. I've been to a lot of car washes. Usually it's like an elder lady, the owner's wife, the owner themselves, right? There's this big car wash at East Legon. He's done well for himself. I think he's on retirement. And he's there with his wife, managing his own car wash. Right? But East Legon is another level. So this guy is working like 6K, 7K USD a month. But that's his retirement. I'm not getting started on my real estate side. I cannot go and set up my car wash and record stuff. It's not going to happen. I need to count on a reliable manager. And I've been fortunate in that arena. But the workers themselves, it's been a challenge. On the construction side, I do have some great people. I've been stabbed in the back like maybe 2 times on the construction side. But ideally, things are moving well. The car wash, though, people don't last. People come in, their turnover is so high. People come in, some people, we got a small space for people to stay. And some people come in because they're homeless, literally. They want a place to stay. So they will come in and wash until they find their feet and they're gone. It's kind of like a passing through moment. And I've come to accept that. Before I would say, like when we get 5 car washes, 6 car washes, we're not taking any more, right? Because I had these guys, I care about them, right? Because the more people you have, they're fighting over the cars. And at the end of the day, when you take your 30%, it's not much. So I felt like, let me keep it under 5, right? If you have 5 people, 6, you are good, right? And then everybody gets to make a sizable amount of money because I cared about them. But now I've come to realize that these guys don't last. Like I've had a situation where I lost all the workers except one. And then I get a new crew and I've had like about 20 people work at a car wash, in and out. Some of them had to fire, some of them they fire themselves. It's crazy. So now I'm at a point where another tip for you at a car wash, never cap the amount of workers that you need there to wash. The more you have, the better. Then they compete amongst themselves. You sit back and relax. Somebody leaves, you don't care. If you have 10 people, at least 2 people going to show up in the morning. I'm not going to walk into my car wash in the morning and see that nobody's working. That pissed me off. Even my neighbor called me that same day, that rush. Your place, people are coming and turning around, what's going on? And I'm like, I know, I came there this morning, I'm pissed off. And that's when I called my manager that he got to come. Because my manager had been away for like 3 weeks, so he went to get married and stuff like that. But after he finished, I don't know. He was enjoying his wife too much, I guess. But he had to come back because the business was falling apart. And I came to realize that this guy's invaluable. The manager, he was invaluable because when he was there, none of this ever happened. The guys were giving him a hard time. Like he was always complaining about that. Like, boss, I wish you can be in my shoes for one day. These guys are stressing this guy out. Hard to control these guys, man. And that's it for you on a car wash. No, you're going to make money every single day. Guarantee you have your solar or, your electricity. It's only been 2 days out of the year where I didn't make money. Okay, 3 days. One day I willingly shut it down. I think it was a Christmas or something like that. It prints money every single day. It's a matter of how much it's going to print. The weekend prints more. But, that's a tip for you. Have plenty of workers. Get a really good manager. Because if you don't have that, then your business is really not going to, it's not going to do well. You need a really good manager who's on it, who cares about it. So most people in a car wash use a family member, their wife, themselves to do it. Their children to do it, right? That's a tip for you. Want to operate a car wash? Get a great manager. The people that come in and wash, they are not there to stay. And another thing is you have to be really careful. I've been fortunate on this. God, nobody has ever stolen anything from somebody's car before. But, one time before I operated my car wash, I stopped by one of the car washes in East Legon, this guy, OG. I spoke to the owner himself. I told you, he's on retirement. He's operating himself. He told me a lot of stories, what he's been through, his managers, his own friends that he put there to manage the business. They screw him, they stole from him. Told me a lot of stories. But one thing he told me was theft. If somebody steals something from somebody's car, right, it becomes your burden. Although you have a disclaimer that you should remove all valuable items from your car, you can't just watch it like that. I've had one situation where one guy broke a key that belongs to someone, had to do a spare key for the other person before he came in, right? Because he left the car behind. So these are all the liabilities that you got to take on. But the good thing is, I think the reason why I personally haven't experienced anybody stealing on the job is because I got cameras, very visible cameras. I think that has helped because I have no incident at all, not one, of somebody stealing something that belongs to someone. I've been fortunate in that regard because that's one of the advice the guy gave me, to monitor people, to pay attention. Because the people that come in to watch for 1-2 hours and they leave, but they come around, those people are looking to steal. That's what I was told. They are looking to steal. This is another tip for you. So that's some of the headaches you might have to deal with. I actually lost my shades before. The same guy that was giving me the lesson on the car wash, I lost my shades in my car before. My Ray-Bans, I wore that shades for like 10 years. I loved it and I lost it, right? That shit looks so good on me. I lost it. They stole in the car wash. But I'm a very simple guy. I'm not gonna pursue the owner. I don't even know if this guy stole it. I got to my next location and I realized where's my shades. I never found the shades to this day. And I have no doubt this guy stole it. I absolutely have no doubt.